Jedi business, go back to your drinks.
Throughout most of the Star Wars movies, it's pretty easy to tell who's good and who's bad. I mean, most of the time the protagonists are the ones with blue and green lightsabers, while the antagonists sport darker color cloaks, red lightsabers, and practice the side of the Force that's called the dark side. So it's not weird to think of the Jedi as the good guys of the Star Wars galaxy. But what if I were to tell you that there was something sinister behind the Jedi's facade of being intergalactic peacekeepers? What if I were to tell you that the Jedi are pretty much definitely a cult? And it's not just me finally going crazy or that the dart just so happened to land on this particular idea when I was picking video topics. There's copious amounts of evidence sprinkled throughout the movies and TV show that strongly suggests that the Jedi are basically Star Wars equivalent of the Illuminati. So let's start off with their initiation requirements. You have to be Force sensitive enough to be able to use it regularly, and you have to be really young to join. How young? Well, we hear in The Phantom Menace that Anakin is too old to join. He's like, what, 10 or 11 in the movie? At that age, kids still believe in Santa. Just how young do you have to be? The answer is really young. There were a couple of episodes in the Clone Wars series that showed Cad Bane abducting babies for Palpatine to turn into potential Sith. The Force-sensitive kids are just months old, and no one is batting an eye when they think a Jedi is coming to take the kid away. So it must mean that Jedi initiate the kids into the Order at around this age. The reasoning behind this early indoctrination is so that the kids learn from an early age to disregard those pesky emotions like attachment or fear of getting brutally murdered. That's not something peacekeepers or even remotely normal people do. That's the teachings of a cult. They take children from all throughout the galaxy and keep them inside the temple for most of their childhood with little to no contact with the outside world so that they can inject their dogmatic beliefs into their impressionable little brains. And if they reject the teachings or restrictions, they either get punished or kicked out of the Order. Which may not seem that bad, but what are you going to do if you've only studied the Force your entire life and have no other work experience or skills? If you're taken by the Jedi, then you're pretty much forced to be one for the rest of your life. So, we have a couple thousand lunatics running around the galaxy with repressed emotions, little to no attachment to the outside world, and an unyielding belief in a cosmic entity. That right there is a cult. You got lured in by the promises of intergalactic fame and lightsabers, and now you're taking orders from a 1,000-year-old frog monster who talks backwards. Oh yeah, and since we're already dragging the Order's name through the mud, then I might as well mention that the Padawans in the Order are basically what amounts to child soldiers. I don't know what the military recruitment age in the Republic is, but I'm pretty sure that Ahsoka and Barriss are a little too young to be fighting in full-fledged battles where hundreds of people are getting slaughtered by the minute. Then again though, Yoda probably knows what he's doing, right?
R2!
Okay, it's a cult. Do you agree? Comment down below what you guys think. Maybe I'm reading too far into this because, they're just movies, and maybe I'm right. Who knows? But while you're at it, don't forget to destroy that like button and subscribe.